Humanoid robot Sophia. Sophia, world's first robot citizen. By Srishti Kafle, Kathmandu, March 2022. Sinwa. When Sophia, a social humanoid robot and the world's first robot citizen, greeted the audience at a conference in Kathmandu with Namaste, Nepal, the hall burst into applause of awe and appreciation. As cameras from local and international media flashed, and under the admiring eyes of the audience, Sophia proceeded with her keynote speech and interactions, highlighting the importance of technology in the development of human lives. The robot, who is championing the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals in Asia Pacific with a focus on innovation, was in Nepal Wednesday to attend the Innovation Conference and Fair. Technology of Public Services and Development, organized by the United Nations Development Programme (UNDP). Dressed in a white UNDP logoed t-shirt, the 2.5-year-old red-lipped robot said that technology provides endless possibilities and opportunities for the world. Highlighting the importance of technology in Nepal and its applicability to government models, Sophia said it can transform state institutions and help in meeting global sustainable development goals. If artificial intelligence is used in Nepal, we can ensure better public services, a revolution in the agriculture sector, make better use of limited resources, protect the environment, and make the world a better place, she said. The celebrity robot, a citizen of Saudi Arabia, added that technology and artificial intelligence can be help in ending poverty and fighting starvation, corruption, and ensuring gender equality. Machines are here to make your life easier, and we can connect your country to the rest of the world, Sophia said. The audience, comprising of government officials, private sector representatives, civil servants, and tech enthusiasts, among others, were nodding in agreement at almost all of her statements and cheered and applauded throughout her speech. I hope the conference will inspire and generate brilliant ideas to help Nepal achieve its development, vision, and global goals, Sophia said in the conclusion of her 3-minute-long keynote speech. The social robot, developed by a Hong Kong-based company, Hanson Robotics, also answered a few questions raised by UNDP Country Director Reno Mayor. In a question about humans fearing a robot takeover, Sophia joked, citing it as fake news, although mentioned that she could be the first non-human to climb Mount Everest, which saw the entire hall erupt with laughter. The one-day conference also featured an innovation fair, showcasing separate stalls with fresh innovations from youth, tech groups, NGOs, and private sector participants. But Sophia was certainly the main attraction. In her opening statement, Valerie Julian, UN Resident Coordinator, said technology is not just changing our lives, but also providing solutions to different sorts of problems. With technological innovations such as e-education, telemedicine, and the internet, it is possible to connect remote areas and people with solutions which were impossible earlier, the UNDP said in its statement. According to the UNDP, it is developing and scaling up innovative project prototypes to address gender empowerment, combat gender-based violence and disaster risk reduction, with a focus also on green energy, youth engagement, and post-disaster recovery in Nepal. The alternative energy sources. It will come as a surprise to no one that liquid fossil fuel is a finite resource. Sooner or later, all the Earth's oil deposits will dry up and will be completely dependent upon alternative sources of energy. While many have embraced traditional solar power, wind power, and hydropower, others are looking ahead to even cleaner and more efficient alternatives. Here are the ones that hold a great deal of potential. Idea 1. 55 to 60% of all incoming solar energy does not make it through the Earth's atmosphere. In a space-based solar power system, fleets of satellites with large reflectors or inflatable mirrors could be spread out in space, directing solar radiation onto solar panels. The panels could convert that solar power into microwaves that continuously beam down to power receiving stations on Earth, ensuring no energy is lost. Status. In March 2015, the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency (JAXA) revealed they had successfully converted 1.8 kilowatts of electricity into microwaves, after which they wirelessly beamed them a distance of 50 meters, providing the idea's viability. Idea 2. Many experts believe that simplest way of generating renewable energy is through our own bodies. Devices now use much less power than before. Harvesting just a microwatt of electricity would be enough to power many small electronic devices. To harness the energy we generate through our own movement, we would simply need to wear a system that collects and converts it. UK researchers have developed a knee brace that collects electrons while you walk. As the wearer's knee bends, four metal veins in the device vibrate like a guitar string and produce electricity. Idea 3. Wave energy is technically a form of stored wind energy, since waves are produced from winds which blow over the sea. It could be captured on the surface, below the surface, near shore, offshore, or far offshore. Wave energy is measured in kilowatts kW per meter of coastline. The US coastline has a wave energy potential of about 252 billion kilowatt-hour per year. Status. 5 countries are already operating viable wave power farms, with Portugal establishing the world's first commercial scale wave farm in 2008. It has a total 2.25 megawatt installed capacity. Idea 4. A colorless and odorless gas. Hydrogen accounts for 76% of the mass of the universe. On Earth, it is found only in combination with oxygen, carbon, and nitrogen. To use hydrogen, it must be separated from the other elements. Once it has, the gas yields high energy while producing almost no pollution. Status. Fuel cell devices that convert hydrogen to electricity are already being used to provide power for vehicles, aircraft, homes, and buildings. Large automakers like Toyota, Honda, and Hyundai have invested heavily in the technology. Idea 5. On a flying wind farm, wind turbines float as high as skyscrapers, 1,000 to 2,000 feet above ground. to capture steadier winds that blow 5 to 8 times stronger than winds at tower level. These turbines produce double the energy of similar-sized tower-mounted turbines. Status: Altair's Energies has developed the first commercial airborne wind turbine called buoyant air turbine, a circular 35-foot long inflatable cell made of heavy-duty fabric. It has a capacity of 30 kilowatts. It is completely autonomous. It self-adjusts to optimal wind speeds and self-docks in emergency cases. Idea 6. Fusion is the same process that powers the sun and has potential to provide a nearly inexhaustible supply of energy. It emits no pollutants or greenhouse gases and has no threat of nuclear meltdown, unlike current nuclear fission reactors. Fusion works by fusing two hydrogen isotopes, deuterium and tritium, which are bountiful. Altair's Energies has developed the first commercial airborne wind turbine called buoyant air turbine. Buoyant air turbine. It has a capacity of 30 kilowatts. It is completely autonomous. It self-adjusts to optimal wind speeds and self-docks in emergency cases. Idea 6. Fusion is the same process that powers the sun and has potential to provide a nearly inexhaustible supply of energy. It emits no pollutants or greenhouse gases that has no threat of nuclear meltdown, unlike current nuclear fission reactors. Fusion works by fusing two hydrogen isotopes. Fusion works by fusing two hydrogen isotopes, deuterium and tritium, which are bountiful. Status: the ITER, International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, being built in France and funded by 7 countries, is set for completion by 2027. It hopes to be the first commercially demonstrated fusion power station.